Good evening and welcome to Wholesome Roots. There's nobody there. They forgot that we go live because we left.
Because we skipped.
We skipped a week. They all left us. All 115 of them. Hello, New Winchester Farms.
Oh wait, there are people.
Built on a Rock Homestead. Congratulations, Carrie, for getting your name fixed. Carrie Hyatt is Built on a Rock Homestead. She finally got it to fix on YouTube.
Wow. Don't you have to do like a petition in the town hall to change your name? That's kind of a weird name.
Ricardo Hernandez, Ray Ray, Keisha Murray, Jen Digging with Dogs. First time made it on live. What are you doing? That wasn't me.
No.
Was it? Oh, sorry.
It was an ad.
I'm like, he just went into somebody else's live show instead of ours. Debt Free Donna, Grace Homestead Farm, Silver Moon Homestead. Speaking of going into somebody else's live show, I forgot to tell you, you guys all get to hear this at the same time and see his excitement because he's going to be excited. I had a comment on today's video from one of your favorite YouTube channels to watch.
Oh yeah?
Death by Bungie.
Really?
Really? He commented on today's rabbit recipe video.
Really? What did Rich say?
He said it looked good or something like that. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to tell Ryan. He's going to be so happy that you commented.
I didn't realize he watched. That's cool.
Yeah. Did I say Grace Homestead Farm, Silver Moon Homestead, Diana at Justice Acres, Homestead Corner, The Chick Guy, Jesse's Small Homestead, Little Bits of Heaven Homestead. Hello, Catherine. The Red Shed, Monica Lewis, Angel Terry, Marge Perez. Is that Angel as in my daughter Angel, or is this a different Angel Terry? Wait, Angel Terry. That's her mom's name. I'm so confused. That's where my brain went because Angel and her mom's name is Terry.
Yeah.
So I was like, is that my daughter? Ms. MZ Reaper. And I think we got everybody. So how is everybody doing tonight? 23 in the room so far. You have to stand on your head while searching through a corn maze to locate the place to change your channel
I feel
name.
like I'm behind a door.
Yeah, you are a little bit over to the side there a little bit. Did you hear Kiri's response? My wife and I call you the Goat Whisperer, LO, because all your knowledge on goats. That's awesome. Yes, the Goat Whisperer. Okay, it is a different angel. Hello, Paige. How are you?
Hello, Gons, a.k.a. Mike Carey. I said hello.
It's Gons. You can just call him Gons. Monica Lewis, thank you so much. You're a sweetie. The music. Well, hello. New Winchester Farms is all sick here. Oh, ooh. No. What do you got? Elderberry syrup. I'm telling you, that stuff works miracles around here, doesn't it?
Yeah.
As soon as one of the boys starts sniffling, I start throwing it at them. Just giving them shot glasses full of the stuff. For real. Doing well. Researching turkeys. Best to get. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for big breast, you might want to go with a hybrid. If you're looking for different attributes, you might want to go with a heritage breed. So it's fun trying to decide those types of things. I love looking at things like that and trying to figure out which one I want. I'm like that with plants too, like figuring out which variety. I've got to go through my cabbage and cauliflower and broccoli and decide which cabbage. You know, I've got like 5 different kinds of cabbage seeds. I got to choose, you know. It's exciting times. Home alone, which is strange, but been working on seeds and garden preparation. Very good, Grace Homestead. I love to hear that. Hey, y'all, from Coldwater, Mississippi. Is there cold water in Mississippi? Bet she's never heard that one before. Plotting for alpaca. All right, if anybody gets alpaca before me, I'm going to cry because this guy was supposed to get me 2 alpaca for Christmas, and he didn't get the shelter built in time.
It's been too awfully wet.
It has been awfully wet.
I'm very kind of glad that didn't happen.
Hey,
That'd
y'all,
be a bad
Judy.
Introduction. Hey, welcome to our farm. Here's a big mud hole for you.
Deb Kettleson made it. The snails keep eating your radishes. Sounds like you might need some ducks.
You might need some ducks.
Ducks love to eat snails and slugs. I got a bottle baby for my 15-year-old daughter's birthday. It's a boar goat. It's a little girl. That makes 3 goats on our farm now. Oh, how sweet. Hello, Ison's Family Farm. Yes, my sister said elderberry. We can't use it on the foster children, though. Oh, well, elderberry doesn't have any dangerous risks to it, so you could probably use it in conjunction with whatever traditional medications they
like
make you give.
If you can give them some kind of a juice, you could give them elderberry juice.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, you can make juice.
Is there, unless there's some
you can
other
call
reason.
it juice. You can definitely do that. I actually do that with my second boil. Plant them all. That's a good idea, Paige. I'm very tempted to do that. I think I will run out of garden space, though. But what I do is after I make my elderberry syrup, I take all the berries and I put them back in the Instant Pot and I run them again. And I call that juice. And I just don't sweeten it with the honey like I do the first batch. I will just sweeten it if I want like a cup that's a little bit sweeter. I'll add it and I'll drink it like juice with lots of ice so that it's a little watered down. Any updates on the quail? The newest batch from My Shire Farms have started laying eggs. We're getting about 2 eggs a day from them. They're just babies still, so I'm so surprised by that. We're waiting for Robert at Daybird Aviaries to come bring us our quail cages, and then we're going to be really figuring out our breeding program and who's going to be put with who. So we will be keeping some of the boys, but most of them will be harvested. If you grow some Napa cabbage, you can make your own kimchi. I will definitely be doing that. I love kimchi. I love homemade kimchi the most. I actually think we still have some homemade kimchi in the top shelf of the fridge. I should probably go through the fridge. I've got a lot of jars in my fridge that are ferments that like if I don't go through it randomly and pull out a jar, we'll forget we have it and we just don't eat it. We love fermenting in this house. We ferment pretty much everything all year long. I have a teeny tiny yard in town. Ducks might not be an option. Yes, they could be hard to do. As soon as we move into the farm, I want a few alpacas and goats. Oh, that's fun. I love it. 2 of our sheep had lambs this week. They're the cutest. Oh, Country Homestead Preacher, that is wonderful news. Boys, girls. Valerie D, hello. Good to see you, my friend. Plant 1 of each variety of cabbage. Well, you know, I could plant a lot of cabbage because we can ferment any cabbage that we don't eat right away. So it's not a matter of being worried that we'll have too much of a harvest. So that's a good idea, actually. The cauliflower and broccoli, we like to eat fresh. Brussels sprouts, we like to eat fresh. So I have to kind of keep those things in perspective. Those aren't things that you can typically can. You can pickle them and you can ferment them. But they're generally much better just as a fresh produce. I mean, we could freeze it too, I suppose. But we're looking at all of those things as options moving into this year of gardening. We want to be able to have enough food to feed the family at all times. So freezing stuff and preserving things is going to be an important tool for us to apply to our gardening.
Yeah.
I'm loving the different colored quail eggs. It's been absolutely incredible. I've got some really dark browns sometimes. I've got some pretty blue. We got quite a few that are laying the Celadon gene, which is the blue egg gene. So I think it's going to be pretty easy to get a few colonies going that are just blue egg laying specific. 2 female lamb. Oh, how wonderful. We used to have a couple of alpacas. They're not as sweet as goats and sheep. This is true. We worked a day on the farm at the alpaca farm, and they're definitely not as friendly. If you get them as babies and you raise them from young, it's a big different story. So I'm hoping that we can get one that's bred and try to work with her, and then the baby we could really work with and just make it a darling little precious thing like our bottle baby goat who Marge is asking about. Autumn is actually right behind us in this pen here. You can't really see her. She's down there. She's doing really good. She's using all 4 legs. I filmed a vlog. It was totally impromptu. I didn't even have my camera with me because I was like, I'm not filming today. And then all of a sudden I felt like filming, so I did it all on my cell phone. So I've got the vlog edited and it's uploaded to YouTube. I just haven't published it yet, so it'll probably come out tomorrow while we're working on the next 2 videos. Because this weekend I'm going to take advantage of his mind and knowledge and help me stay on track with getting our seeds started and getting those videos filmed, because I want to do the seed starting video and I want to do the planting a garden video for as part of the series I've already started. And I've just my brain hasn't been functioning that well. So if he's home for the weekend and it's going to be sunny but cool, so it'll be a good day to work in the grow room. What? Did somebody say something, or are you laughing at me?
I was laughing at you.
Hey, sweet family, give those sugar boys a hug from me, says Marilyn Coleman. I will. They are back in the back of the house, the very back with their brother, their big brother, watching Swiss Family Robinson.
Oh, that's a good one.
I remembered last year you were not able to get your bees. Will you be getting them this year? Yes, Ray Ray. I have actually spoken to someone about getting his bees. He's local, and he's had wild harvested bees, and so they're going to be a much stronger, more appropriate for our region, and so they should hopefully like last us for a couple of years and not just disappear on us. But if that doesn't work out for some awful reason beyond his control, I have a backup with his boss's boss. His boss's dad has a connection that he's going to be picking up bees from, so I'll be able to get them from them if not. But we've already got all the equipment, so it should be going forward smooth as usual. We don't see any possible hiccups in that at this point, because we have a plan B now. You know, we got plan A and plan B. Anyone have ideas how to keep baby goats warm? 30's coming next week. We use lower watt heat lamps, but so many fires in the goat groups. Oh gosh, that's scary. And what kind of a barn? -30. Gosh, I would almost bring them in the house. But you know, I'm a weirdo.
I would get the Premier One heating.
Oh yes, if you're gonna use a heat lamp, use the Premier One heat lamp. Order it right now. You can probably get it in time. They are amazing. Amazon has them too. I have them on my Amazon storefront. If you can't get to the Premier One website, or if you just want to help support us, I don't know which one's more expensive. I haven't compared the price on Amazon versus Premier One directly. So you do your research there, but we'd love to help support you, and it is under our goat storefront and our chicken storefront because we use them for everyone. They are very, very safe, and I don't think they could catch fire. They're very, very, very good. One of our ewes udders didn't even show signs. We didn't think she was pregnant because of that. Oh, that's fun when that happens, a surprise baby. I take all the tiny Brussels sprouts and pickle them. Ooh, that sounds yummy. I like Brussels sprouts. I'm hoping that we can get good Brussels sprouts this time. What about those little outfits like dog coats? Those will help. If you get a big metal barrel, cut a hole out, and the babies can walk in, and you can put the heat lamp on top. I've seen those. Those look really good. I can't wait for spring. I need to start picking seeds. I know. It's so exciting. What a wonderful time of year it is. Yes, I'm excited about those because I have a 75 by 35 garden area, and being my second year garden, I am overwhelmed and not sure where to place stuff. Well, take a deep breath, Grace Homestead. We are here to help. We can definitely help you with that. 75 by 35 sounds like a wonderful space. Are you going to be doing raised beds or hilled beds, or what kind of style are you looking towards? Ew, Brussels sprouts, Judy. I love Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts are delicious.
Currently crocheting some lamb sweaters. So Silver Moon Homestead, is that a pattern that you can share with somebody? If you could post it on our Homestead Friends group, that would be great so that others can see it. If it's not a pattern that's available, I understand. I sometimes share with a friend who puts them in her martini instead of olives.
Oh, you're not on live chat.
I'm not on live chat. Okay. You know what's funny about that martini olive thing is one year I had thousands of green tomatoes, and it was gonna frost, and they were cherry tomatoes. We had so many of them, so I was like, let's make pickled green tomatoes. They are so salty. I was like, the only thing these would be good in is a martini instead of an olive. So it's funny that you said that. Hi there, your cheerleader here, Blue Eyes Leathers. So that's
she used to be
Lori.
Big Four Metal.
Yes, you know exactly who she is.
Yep.
She's changed her name. She's making soaps now. Isn't that exciting? So you guys go check out Blue Eye Lathers if you're interested in learning about soaps. She will help you out there. Heating mat or goat water bottles.
Hot water bottles.
Or hot water bottles. Sorry. Now, that's a good idea. Spring fever is here, Barbara.
I can't wait for hot weather.
I think I will sew them some sweaters. Or if you go to Goodwill, you can get baby pajamas, onesies for little kids. What were you gonna say?
Just I'm done with this cold weather stuff. It's been cold and wet. We had one warm day the other day, and I got a lot of stuff done at work. And then it got cold again. It rained again. I'm getting weary of the cold.
What was weird is it went up to like 70 degrees. I think that was the day that I filmed that vlog that I'm going to be publishing tomorrow. I was like
65.
It was like 68. It was hot. I was wearing my padded coveralls and my ear warmers because it had been 20 degrees the morning before when I went out. So I was expecting cold, and I was like, oh, burning up. The warm, hot. This has been crazy in Georgia.
And next week's going to have some really cold temperatures.
Greetings, Papa Truck Prepstetter. Yeah, Tuesday it's forecasted to snow here in Georgia, and it's going to be 18 degrees.
Degree low.
So I guess we'll just leave the frost fabric on the chickens until then, huh?
That's the plan.
I might have to keep it on there all winter. They're just not, the fluctuation of temperatures is not good for the animals. So the frost fabric helps regulate the temperature and keeps it from fluctuating as much. Oh, that sounds cool, Silver Moon Homestead. I agree with wanting spring. I can't wait to get in the garden. I'm done with winter too. I'm done with cold. I put it up on my Instagram. Alright, so everybody check out Silver Moon Homestead's Instagram, so if you're interested in those lamb sweaters. We have finally got some cool weather. Has been in the 80s.
You must be somewhere warm.
She's in southern Florida.
Okay.
Frost this morning in the Florida Panhandle. Wow. Papa Truck, that's incredible. I will eat your Brussels sprouts if you eat all my sweet green peppers. I despise them. Interesting. As much as you like stir fry, Deb, I would have thought you'd love peppers. The City said, hi, how are you? I can't wait a little longer for spring. I'm totally not ready yet, garden plan wise. Right? And you know, I want to caution everybody. I've been seeing people posting pictures of starting seeds. I'm in zone 8, and I haven't started seeds yet. You have time. Even after when you would start seeds to be early, you can start these seeds 4 weeks later and still put them into your garden. So it's better to have healthy plants than a bunch of leggy seedlings that aren't getting proper light and nutrition because they're in a pot still, because it's still too cold outside to plant. So please, 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 it's better to use caution and plant later than earlier. Trust me, take my word for it. I've done this so many times, and I can tell you many of those times I thought it was going to be in early spring and I planted early and it was a waste. So do not burden yourself with the delay of getting your seeds started. If you feel like you're delayed by seeing everybody else's pictures, you're not. They're early. Unless they're in Florida or Southern California, then of course they have to start a lot earlier than most of us. Good night, Althea. How are you? So good to see you. 20 in Tennessee, says Deborah. Wow.
No thanks.
Thanks for your help with my dead garden. You give me hope for this year. No more contaminated manure. That's right. It's hard because, you know, when you see a bag at the, you know, big box store that says black cow manure, it sounds like a great thing to add to your garden, right? Well, unfortunately, black cow has been a serious herbicide contaminant source for many gardeners that I know personally, including his parents, that we built a bed for his dad who's in a wheelchair. So we built a big tall bed so he could reach the garden, and we ended up adding black cow and it killed everything. Everything grew wonderfully the year before, and then we were like, oh, it's time to add more compost. Let's go get some. And I've used black cow for many years before all this started happening. So I know for a fact it's coming from the cows ingesting the herbicides on the hay and feed that they eat, and it's staying in the compost, unfortunately. We've seen it with the tomatoes. The leaves will start to curl up just like herbicide damage, and it came from nowhere else but the black cow compost. So please use caution with that. Who knows this year when last frost as much as this weather is up and down.
Right.
Exactly. And, you know, they're saying that it's going to be a really cold February here in Georgia. I was about to start seeding things in the ground here because we have a good enough weather that we could start putting out peas and spinach and stuff like that can handle really cold. But with the way that they're forecasting some really cold, like in the teens, and that's really cold for us. So Morgan, you can't laugh at me for that. Morgan's in Vermont. For those that you don't know, go check out Goldshaw Farm. That's Morgan. He's in Vermont, so he laughs at my cold weather complaints. But seriously, I was about to start seeding those things outside. I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to wait until March to do any of those outdoor seeding. I mean, I am itching to seed it outside, but I would rather wait and be just right. You know, I start my seeds indoors in the greenhouse. If I don't, then the desert sun heat will fry them before they have a chance. I'm zone 8.
Yeah, I'm glad deer season's over if it's about to get this cold. Luckily, I didn't have to sit out in anything too bad this year.
Yeah, you had some pretty easy weather. So Silver Moon says her last frost date is April 15th. That's what ours is too. It's always been that way for me. That is my birthday. So it's kind of funny because when I lived in Massachusetts, it was April 15th. When I lived in Kansas, it was April 15th. When I lived in Arizona, it was April 15th. When I lived in North Carolina, it was April 15th. When I lived here, it's April 15th. I've lived all over the country and my frost-free date never changed. Now the first frost was much earlier in most of those places, but not here. We've got a good season here for the first frost. Which brand of compost can you get at big box stores that you like? See, I don't shop big box stores, so I'm not really as familiar with those. We use Super Soil, which is sold by the scoop at the small farm and masonry store in our town. It's just a little, oh, Ray, thank you so much. You have a question. I hear homesteaders saying the natural warmers are not working like they should anymore because of resistance to natural treatment. Thanks. That's really, really strange. There's no such thing as resistance in natural dewormers. In chemical dewormers, it is very much a real thing. Resistance becomes a huge issue. The problem with natural dewormers, meaning herbs, is that people are not dosing them correctly. So if you're giving a weekly treatment and you skip a week, then you've already destroyed what you've worked for. And that gives an opportunity for the pests to come in, the parasites to come into your herd. Also, I am, from the research I'm doing on creating my own herbal blend, I think that once a week is too little. I think that it should be done more often. I think it should be done daily. So, you know, I will definitely let everybody know what I end up going with once I'm able to buy all the herbs and mix it myself. But I'm pretty sure of the fact that it's going to be more than once a week. Practical Modern Homestead says we are holding off planting seeds in the greenhouse because we have not had much cold weather yet. Must be coming. Exactly.
What I hear.
What did I miss about the black cow poo? It has a lot of herbicides in it. The cows are eating herbicide-filled hay, and they're pooping out the herbicide, and it's causing herbicide damage on. Normally, tomatoes are the first ones that you see herbicide damage on. They're really good indicators of herbicide damage, and their leaves will start to curl, and it looks just like they were sprayed with Roundup, except it wasn't. It was in the soil, and they fed off of it in their roots. So it's good to plant tomatoes in each of your beds so that you can know if there's any soil contaminants in your compost. So if black cow composted manure has herbicides in it, how much is in the human food at the supermarket? Exactly, Ecocentric Homestead. I mean, really, there's so much contaminants in the food at the grocery store. Even organic labeled foods have contaminants from pesticides that they could have used that were labeled organic? Or did you know that if a organic farmer is at risk of losing 75% of their crop, that they are allowed by law to use any pesticide at that point? It doesn't have to be organic. So at any point in the year, they could have sprayed pesticides on them and legally still put an organic label on it. Frost-free date is June 1st. Ooh, that's cold. Hello, guys. Sorry I'm late. Homesteading with the Heberts. Never late. Wizard is always on time. That's what Ryan always says anyway. I laugh at your complaint too. It will be -10 to -20 to -30 wind chills next week. Yeah, but that's not normal for you, Deb, is it? You guys are getting a really cold... I thought I saw somebody said something up here I wanted to read. Sorry. Solar minimum, extreme cold winter, extreme hot summer. Thank you, Papa Truck. That was what I wanted to read. Solar minimum. I need to look into that more because I think that's something my dad's mentioned to me. And I just wasn't paying close enough attention. Locally sourced organic compost in bulk is what to look for. Exactly. Getting horrible reception on my phone. I'm sorry, Jesse's small homestead. You all keep cutting out. I'll have to catch the replay. Have a wonderful night. Our last frost date is mid-March in central Texas between Waco and Austin. Hey, Rachel. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you could join us and pop in and say hello. I have no idea what that feels like. Stay warm, Deb Kettleston. The -20? Yeah, I have no idea what that feels like. I don't want to know. Ever. 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 Like, I would love to go visit Alaska, but I'm going to go in the summer. Oh. Lori Miller is new to North Carolina and would like to connect with more homesteaders. You have a lot of homesteaders there. You have such a great community in North Carolina. Oh my gosh. Okay, so you need to join some Facebook groups or something because there's such a huge number of homesteading communities in North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina and I would totally move back. Don't get how after all what they know they still sell Roundup. Well, you know, I just saw a report that Costco is going to stop selling Roundup. They'll no longer have it on their shelves. I thought that was a pretty awesome thing. Pronounced it correct. Yay! Hey y'all, I hope you're well. I was wondering how Miss Autumn is doing. I have a clip at the very end of the vlog that's going to go up tomorrow of her playing in the front yard with the boys, but I don't know if you can see. She's moving her head right there. She's wiggling. I think she's rubbing it on the bucket. She's doing really well. She's moving all four legs. She's trying to get up, so it's like a real clumsy, like, trying to stand up. She's doing great in her wheelchair sling. Everything's going really well with her. It's just a matter of time before her muscles are built back up. Muscle depletion is her biggest issue now. It can happen any winter here. Oh, this year is more frequent. Oh, goodness. Well, remind me not to move near you, Deb. If it drops below 30, I feel like I'm going to freeze to death. I'm the same way, Mama tried. Like, I literally feel like I'm going to die. I'm like, it's so cold. And I grew up in Massachusetts, so it's definitely that I've gotten used to the South, or possibly because of my thyroid. It makes things colder. I enjoyed your gardening video. Looking forward to more. God bless you. Thank you, Robin Stout. We're actually going to be filming 2 more of the garden series videos this weekend. I just needed my man to help me. So we're going to be doing a seed starting video, and we're going to be doing the next step of planning your garden, like what kind of garden you're going to do, where you're going to place it, why you would make those decisions, how, why, where, all of those types of things.
I got hot.
Oh, you changed. I thought you had to go potty. Hey, girl. Kim's here. Kim Couch is here.
Hi,
Yay.
Kim Couch.
Hey, Wholesome Roots. I'm so glad I was able to catch you tonight. Goats and Gardens, I am glad you are here too. Locked myself out of the house in Alaska when it was -20. Thought I would never warm up, but glad it didn't happen when it was -60. Oh, I would cry. I would cry.
How do people live in those conditions? Like, I don't get it.
Judy, how far away from the Asheville area are you? Is it something that you could do like a meetup once a week or once a month with friends in Asheville? What part of North Carolina are you? If you're more coastal, there's a few people I know over there, the Fit Farmer, as well as Creating Essence. She's just barely. Anyway, that's excellent that Autumn is so well. I've been following her story with great love and interest, sending her all the good healing vibes every time I see her in a video. Oh, good.
That's nice.
Thank you. Later, Rachel.
Bye.
Glad you stopped in. Yay, Autumn. Little Creek Homestead. Hi, Sammy and Nikki.
Hi.
I don't peek out except to feed the birds and bring in the mail. I cook a lot of bread and soup. You got smart leaving Massachusetts. Hey, Sutton's Days. How are you? I made it. It's 6, but it feels like -7 here at the moment. Oh my goodness, 6 degrees.
Don't you can't stand that when it
I
says
can't do
when
that.
it tells you the temperature and then it says feels like. It's like, just why does it have to say it like that? Just say that it's -7 or whatever.
Ray, we already have only registered goats. We are considering moving the other direction because we've had such trouble selling them at the registered goat price that it's, you know, it almost seems like, well, what's the point? The whole point of having registered goats is to be able to sell them at a registered goat price. It's not because they're better bloodlines. We have all good bloodlines. They're just
their
not
milk
all...
is magically better because they're registered.
But like Ruby's 2 offsprings, they're not going to be registered because the buck was sold before he registered the buck. He sold it. So if we use that buckling in the future to breed with, none of his offspring would be registered.
I do like curried goat.
Shh. Where else are we? I missed some. This southern blood is too thin for the cold weather. Yes, I can't wait for the gardening videos. Those are an amazing resource. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I put a lot of energy into creating those tutorial type videos. I really have to focus on what I'm talking about and making sure that I'm not putting anything in there that's not accurate information, because I am a stickler for always having facts and not just guesstimations. So I hope that it helps everybody, you know, and I don't want to mislead anybody in any way. So I'm glad you're enjoying those. I will definitely be doing 2 of those this weekend with Ryan's help.
She keeps saying that, but
You're gonna at least like take notes for me or hold the camera or something like that. Keep the kids out of my hair.
as long as I'm not in the mud.
You can be in the barn, in the heated grow room.
Okay.
We don't actually heat the grow room. The heating pads underneath the plants and the lights keep it warm enough.
Wait, you just said heated grow room. Now you just told me it's not heated.
If you want to put a space heater in there, you're more than welcome.
No.
I don't think we need to in Georgia.
It'll be fine. I'm just messing.
It's 0 in Kentucky with wind chill, but that's what I like about Kentucky. It won't last long.
Ouch.
Loving your garden sharing, especially now you sort them to plant when and where. Awesome. Good. Oh, and I have my seed, what is it called? My spring seed starting guide is out for testing with about a dozen people. I had asked for 5 people to send me their emails on my Facebook group page, and I got more than 5, so I just went ahead and sent out to all of them to test it out and tell me if there's anything that's not working correctly before I release it to everybody. So it'll be a Google Docs link, not Docs, Google Sheets link that you guys can access, but you can't change anything on it. But you can download a copy under File, Download Copy, and keep a copy for yourself. And all you got to do is change your frost-free date, and boom, everything else will calculate for all the different vegetables. It's really cool, guys. I'm really excited about this. I'm wanting dairy goats by spring. What breed do you recommend? Robin, I highly recommend Nubians. I'm a fan of Nubians for every reason. I like their personality. I like the way they look. I like their milk. I like their milk production. They're one of the highest yielding milkers and one of the highest cream milkers. Nigerian Dwarf have higher cream than them, but there's no other breed that has higher cream than them. And Nigerian dwarf gives such a small amount of milk. I couldn't imagine milking those tiny teats and getting like a cup of milk. Like, oh, that would be so hard on me. Ryan, did you do anything exceptionally manly this week since you can't hunt? Good question, Monica.
I built a 3-railed fence with welded wire in between it at work around the property. That's pretty manly. Fence building, right?
That is.
Yeah.
Robin says she just started some kale and some lettuce mixes. They are getting leggy. Why? Okay. So did you start the kale and lettuce outside or inside? And if you started them inside, what light are you using on them? Are you using a window or a grow light? If you're using a window, how many hours of light per day? If you're using, and which direction does it face? If you're using a grow light, how many inches away from the leaves are they? Also, what zone are you? Because starting kale and lettuce now seems a bit early, to be completely honest.
And if it was outside too, there's not a lot of daylight.
Well, and there's a lot of chance for frost on
It's
those.
definitely a light issue.
Depending on where you are. Yes, it's typically light is the issue for leggy. Hello, Rose and Ryan, says Kathleen Caratan Moses. Hello.
Hello.
If you get quality Nigerians, the milk to feed ratio is wonderful. Otherwise, perhaps not worth it. I am looking forward to trying your starting guide out. Where do you get the frost-free date? The frost-free date you can get on, what's that magazine you buy me every year? I get so happy when you bring it home.
Farmer's Almanac?
Yeah, the Farmer's Almanac website.
Probably at your feed store.
No. Website.
Oh.
Do you hear me?
No. I always get it from the feed
The
store.
frost-free date they have a calculator on their website. Farmer's Almanac. I have a link in my last gardening video that shows you exactly where to go for your frost-free date. And it will be, the link for that frost-free date will also be included with the spring seed starting guide. Ryan, I kind of missed the little accessories you had in your beard at Christmas. Maybe there are some seasonal decorations you could do. I suggested that. I was like, we should have something different every week to put in your beard.
I did see on the internet that it's trending for Valentine's season.
Hanging a little heart.
No, they're little blooms.
Cupids.
Little rose blooms.
Flowers.
Little rose blooms all over.
Deb, get on it. No, just kidding. Looking forward to the seed starting guide. Excellent idea. Yes, thank you. It was a passionate love affair with the spreadsheet, you know. It's one of those things that I've meant to do for so many years for myself, just to make things easier for me. And then when I realized that I could make it so that everybody could use it, I was like, I have to do this. Like, I want to help people so much. I plan on milking the Nigerians with the little DIY pump system. My hands can't handle any kind of manual milking anymore. Silver Moon Homestead, if it's the kind that has the syringe as your cup, be very careful with that. And if it doesn't have a pulse, be careful with that because it can cause mastitis. It works really good at first, I must say. It seems like it goes like easy and awesome, but the cup it can rub the wrong way and actually cut.
Yeah.
We had that happen.
And my 2 cents is also the pump thing. You have to squeeze.
You have to squeeze your hand.
You have to keep squeezing, and sometimes your hand.
When the pressure drops down, you have to squeeze
your hand
again.
hurts more from doing that than it would from actually milking. That's my opinion.
Oh, TJ Miller is now Spicy White Bear.
All right, Spicy Bear.
I'm going to have to try to remember that. You might have to remind me again. My brain is not functioning at normal
I like the name. That's
speed.
Good name.
Spicy White Bear. Cute. I'm going to have to hear the story on that one. Did you pick names for the baby goats yet? No. Pete's Little Homestead. I have no idea why I can't choose. I told Ryan he needs to go through and look at the names because he's the name master.
We'll look at these tomorrow.
Because I'm just like, I can't choose. I love so many of them.
They need names because I'm like, you and you, get over here, you know. So they need names.
I've called the little girl Sweet Pea like 1,000 times, but like that wasn't one of the names suggested. So it's like I don't want to go. I want to use somebody suggested. One of the names I like the paired names that match. And there was one in there that was suggested more than once. Samson and Delilah. I was like, I like that. So we'll see. Ryan has to go through them. There were quite a few I liked, but that one kept coming up to the top in my mind. I also liked the two that I thought of, which was Loki and Freya. Yeah. But I don't know. I wanted to name something you guys named. My Nubians can eat mountain cedar and the milk doesn't have a cedar taste. Other breeds tend to have a cedar taste to their milk. I asked in a local goat group. It really depends on how much they consume, what time of year it is, what other things they're eating. We had one time that our goats' milk tasted piney, and we didn't taste it. It was one of our friends that tasted it. And then I was like, oh, we had just moved them to this section that was nothing but baby pines with really concentrated flavor in their leaves. And they were seedlings that had just come up, and they were like, and then I tasted it. And then I was like, oh, now I'm tasting it, And as soon as the pines were gone from that section, the piney taste went away. And it was very faint. I mean, you'd have to be really sensitive tongue to be able to taste it. Rose, have you ever banded buck horns? I think Billy the Kid's horns are too big to burn. I have not. I'm going to band Autumn's once they're big enough that I can get a rubber band to stay on them. That's how we're going to handle hers. She was just too many issues with her. During the time that I would have burned her, I was like, I'm not burning her. She's too fragile. So I figured I would deal with it later if I had to, if we're lucky enough to. And I think we will. Plant flowers! Yes, Monica! We're going to plant some flowers. Oh, you mean in his beard? Yes! Plant some flowers! What a great spring theme, huh? Oh, wait. I am like really behind on the chat. I'm sorry. You do help so much. Oh, thank you. You both are so all-knowing. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you. You guys are really nice. The knowledge is pouring out tonight. I know. I'm talking like 35 words per minute. There's 76 people in the room. We're not even up to 100 people yet.
Wait, we're not?
I think it's because we took a week off.
We took a week off, yeah.
It threw people off. I knew that was going to happen.
It threw me off.
I knew that was going to happen. I have grow lights, but I don't have a lot of room. I'm sure where I'm going to start my seeds. It's stressing me out. Ever-grown birdhouse gourds. Any tips? I want to grow some maybe this year. I grew them by accident in a compost pile at work. So they must grow really well. If sweet pea comes naturally, it's what's meant to be. And then Kim says, yes, Samson and Delilah.
I liked what you said.
Loki and Freya?
Yeah.
The folks over at Two Failing Homestead Thursday shout-out show, they do, I keep getting picked, and they said it is hard to find me on YouTube. Oh, good point. Let us know if you come back out this way. Oh, sorry. Somebody else. Jack and Diane. I like that. That's cute.
That'd be a little ditty about Jack and Diane.
Have you asked the babies what they want to be called? Exactly.
Do you identify as a goat?
The name's a cross between my barbecue rub and street taco seasoning mix. I do, so kind of crossed both. Did you hear that? He has a barbecue rub and street taco seasoning mix. TJ, you didn't tell us this. We could be best friends by now. Wear another sweater, Ryan.
But I'm hot.
I feed them cedar all the time. No one can taste cedar in the Nubian milk, but Alpines and other breeds, people locally said their goat milk did get a cedar taste. Hansel and Gretel, that's cute. My goats love cedar, Sugar Creek. That's funny. They will run for a cedar tree. We had a llama with our sheep, and he never bonded with them. Finally, we ended up with a livestock dog. Hello, Rose and Ryan. Spec Traditions. My goats love mountain cedar. In one of my recent videos, I sent people to your channel to ask how to devil quail eggs. You didn't, Broussard. You are so funny. I'm going to have to do a video on deviled quail eggs.
That would be really good, though, yeah.
Where is your sign from Papa Pepper? It is right above my kitchen sink in the window. I have a window above my kitchen sink, and it's right on the ledge looking at me every time I am in my kitchen. I love it. I will send some, but you have to do a review on both. There you go, Ryan.
Okay.
Holland Oats. Oh, I like that. But that doesn't sound very feminine, either one of them.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking is we had Flower, Bloom, Blossom. We had all those names this year.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Samson and Delilah. Is Delilah a flower? No, that's Dahlia. Our neighbors have a llama farm. Tower Acres Homestead. Hi, all. We love Papa Pepper. It was so nice of Papa Pepper. I loved it, too. You know what's funny is, gosh, when did I do Steam It? 2 summers ago? 2 years that I've known Papa Pepper. Yeah, right?
Maybe.
Because it wasn't this summer. It was the summer before. So almost, so like a year and a half, 2 years. It was in July, so it wasn't 2 years. But anyway, you get the idea. I've known him that long from the Steam It community. And did you know that I'm the one that encouraged Jeff, Bobblehead Homestead, to join Steam It and start posting on Steam It? I think that's where I met Deb, too. Didn't I meet you there, Deb Kettleston? And that is where the bond between YouTube started forming. And it's just really interesting because Papa Pepper was not posting videos at that time. So it's really cool to see that he's growing his YouTube channel because he started to get to know the people in the YouTube community. Blake Kirby, he's also really involved in the Steam It community, and has been really encouraging to Papa Pepper to, you know, do more YouTube videos. It's been really great. I've really enjoyed seeing him make more videos. I need to get back on Steam It and write some articles. I just need to. I've got an article in my thumbnail, you know, in my tabs open right now that I've got almost completely written. It's just, I never finish it. Tomato and pepper names. Well, that's why I was thinking you know, when you just said pepper, I was thinking sweet pea and pepper. I don't know why. Sweet pea and pepper. Pepper for the boy and sweet pea for the girl. That would fit our theme. But I want to name something you guys name. I really want a fan named goat. How does Steam It work? Steam It is like it's like another social network, like a combination between Facebook and blogging and YouTube all combined in one. Because you write an article, like a blog post, but you can attach videos to it and have them play. They play on a network called DTube. I want to learn how to post on Steam It. Steam It has... So what I would recommend you do is go to steamit.com, and then once you have your password, do not lose your password. What I did is I emailed it to myself, so I would never lose it. Even if my computer crashed, I still have my access to my email. Do not lose your password because you cannot get a new password. They will not give you a new password, and you will lose whatever money that you have in your account at that time. And you just lose it if you can't access it through your password. So Steam It has all the articles about how to Steam It works. So you just, once you're in there, just do the search bar and look for how to do Steam It, how does Steam It work. And it will walk you through it because it's really complex the way it works because it's a cryptocurrency. Steam is a cryptocurrency, and you make Steam for every post that you make. People can upvote it. It's like liking it on Facebook, and it gives you 1 cent, 2 cents, depending on how much money they have in their account. You know, it could give you even more money. So you have 7 days of it to make money. And then it doesn't make money anymore. And it's just out there for people to read and watch and stuff. But people commenting in that, like under your post, they can comment. And if their comment gets liked, they can make a penny or whatever. It's not a lot, but it adds up. I had mine, it was up to over $200 from my post. And I was able to cash out when the cryptocurrency was high. And it made me $2,000. So you just have to be careful about when you're cashing out. I basically would just do Steam it just to keep it as like a savings account at this point, and just leave the money in there until the cryptocurrency does improve. Did you not want to hear about all that? Was I babbling on?
I get lost on Steam.
Do sweet pea and pepper. That's my choice. So now you can have a fan named Goat. Goats and Gardens. You're so awesome.
I thought somebody was gonna say Luke and Leia.
I find Steam it to not be as user-friendly. Wish they had a better interface. I have a Steam it, but I only post my YouTube videos anymore. Well, it's like any other social media. You're going to get more interaction, and you're going to learn it better if you use it more and you interact with other people. You know, go to other people's posts, read other people's posts, comment on them. Genuine comments. Don't just do it for being seen. You know what I mean? Goldshaw Farm, you've never heard of Steam it? You have been living under a rock, underneath the ice, underneath the snow.
Catherine Ward, did you say one of your new goats had a walk-on role in The Walking Dead? Which one was it? Do you remember which episode?
I don't know the number of the episode, but it was Tabitha the Goat, I think was the name of the episode. Yeah. And if not, you should be able to Google Tabitha the Goat and find the episode pretty easily.
Yep. It was,
Once you figure out Steam it, it's not hard, guys. I am over at Steam it. Wonderful people. Glad to see so many on YouTube. Yes. Thank you, Sugar Creek Homestead. I wonder if I follow you on Steam it. I need to get back on Steam it. I have created my account and emailed it to myself. Good. Briggs for one, Goat, Stratton for the other. Good. J-Dog, I love what you sent the Papa Kids. That was really cute. I agree, sweet pea and pepper. Is there a charge to Just View? No, you don't pay anything. When you go in there, they give you a certain amount of Steam to use. Just for joining. It's great. It's a platform that operated with cryptocurrency, not the most user-friendly. I thought it was very user-friendly once I was in it. When I was first looking at it, I was like, eh. But you don't have to know all the rules when you get started. You can just get started, and that's what I did.
I wrote one article, and that was it.
I forgot you did that.
Yep.
I guess I wonder how you actually get money if it's BitCurrency. Judy, I could spend all night explaining that, but it's a really long answer, and that's where it does get difficult. But not really for people who are familiar with exchanging in the market. They can figure it out easy. So my son, my 17-year-old son, he's the one who did mine. When I wanted to cash out, he just went, sold my Steam. He sold, and transferred this and transferred that, and he found the highest price, and he took the highest bidder and gave me $2,000 back.
It was like turn your Steam into Bitcoin and then cash out your Bitcoin, something like that. Does that sound right?
Something.
It wasn't simply cashing out. You had to...
Right. Steam it is not as regulated as YouTube. Oh, yeah. You will not have a post deleted on Steam it. Ever. They will not ban you from posting stuff about butchering. They will not ban you for posting stuff about your beliefs. They are very... What is the word? Because there's a word that goes with it. That, it's not open-faced. No. Morgan, you'd actually do really well over there, I think. Really well. Your personality, you're going to fit in great with those people. They're like, it's like the YouTube community over there, but it's like the Steam it community. They're really, really good people. Farm on Quail Hollow has never heard of Steam it either. They did say Luke and Leia. Did we? It's great. It's great. I mean, like, you can search for anything in homesteading. You can search for anything in photography. You can search in psychology. I mean, you can just, whatever you want to find an article about, you can find it there. It's just like the World Wide Web, but it's in one place. And it's people who are, you're supporting people who are like real people like me and like Jeff at Bubblehead Homestead and like Papa Pepper, you know? Maybe do a video on how to get money from Steam It. Yeah, I should. If I get back involved with Steam It again and kick myself into gear, I will. Because honestly, I was raking it in the beginning. It was like boom, boom, boom. I was getting hits of getting upvotes like crazy. And like my dollar value was like 90, 80, you know, like 80, 90, 100. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And it was like, I didn't do anything besides write a post. And I mean, like, I had been blogging for so long that to turn around and do the same blog, I actually took blog articles from my blog, redid them, changed the pictures, wrote it a little differently, a little, you know, sometimes it was very similar, sometimes it was a little different, a little more improved, and put it on Steam It, and I got $0 on my blog, and I got $100 on Steam It. So it's worth it. And American Homestead was big into Steam It for a while, but now they're back to posting on YouTube. I think they're posting on Steam It as well as YouTube. See, you don't see it because you're not on Steam It, maybe. The boys are back in the back bedroom with their big brother watching, what did I say they're watching? Swiss Family Robinson. Rose, can I cross-post from my blog page and on Steam It at the same time? Yes. That's exactly what I'm doing. And that's what I'm doing now. So anytime I post on my blog, I post on Steam It as well. Yeah, it's like writing a blog, but you make money. And it's just cryptocurrency money at first, but anytime you want to turn it into real money, you can. Heard of it first from Bobblehead, and then from Papa Pepper. Well, Papa Pepper was there before I was there. And then I brought Jeff, Bobblehead, I brought him over there. Shortly after I joined, I got him on board. And then who else was the other big homesteader that was on there? So Blake Kirby and Heidi at Rain Country. She was posting a lot over there. She stopped. She was doing really good. She stopped. I don't know why. I think Blake is still over there pretty active, but like I said, I haven't been active, so I don't know.
I don't even know if I emailed the password to myself or not. And I've had like 2 phones since then, I think.
That's not good, Ryan.
I probably did. I don't know.
Yes, Papa Pepper probably has videos on Steam It. I'm sure of it. You can go check out Papa Pepper on YouTube and find some of his Steam It posts. Steam It videos. Because he would probably explain it much better than me. He was there before I was. He was there before Bobblehead. That's awesome. Get active, Rose. With all my other things I have to do, Patty. Oh, go pick up your daughter, Silver Moon. I'll have to... I hope I'm following you on Steam It, and if I'm not, I'll have to find you. And you find me and say something on one of my posts, and then I'll know it's you. You too, Sugar Creek Homestead, because I want to make sure I'm following you both. And anybody else who's on Steam It, I'll follow you. When I stopped writing on Steam It was only because I was like really, really doing a lot of videos at the time, and I ran out of time to write. So yeah, it was just kind of a necessity thing, you know. I just didn't have time to. And I was actually doing really good while I was there. Like, I was developing incredible community. I was getting high points on everything, so I would totally go back to it. Morgan, you probably won't wait 2 weeks. I think it told me 2 weeks too, and then it was like 2 days, or not even. Which do you like better? I don't know that it would be... I think they complement each other. And like somebody said, Practical Modern Homestead said, Papa Pepper puts all of his YouTube videos on Steam It. So yeah, they're hand in hand. It's when you have a YouTube business, you gotta have all the social networks in there. You gotta have an Instagram account. You gotta have a Facebook to really make it blossom and grow and reach the most number of people possible. You gotta expand to other social networks, and Steamit's just another social network. Oh, good night, Living Miracle Homestead. Thank you for joining us.
Good night. All the Steam It talk, I'm kind of like,
Da, 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 da. I was told that they have cryptocurrency, but not really able to get back into cash. Oh, you definitely can. I did. I cashed out at a higher rate than what I had made on Steemit. So I did it at a really good time. I'll look into it, trying to get more serious on all the social media since I'm only 12 followers from 1K. The community here is great. The community there is wonderful too. And they have, if any of you are familiar with, what's that? Discord. There's a lot of community groups on Discord from the Steemit community. So you can get involved in chats and smaller communities within the Steemit community. Hey, Green Gables, glad to have you. Carla Walden forgot it was Friday night. Papa has a playlist on it. You guys hear that? Papa has a playlist on how to use Steemit, so go check that out. Oh, he's gonna be so happy I'm sending all these people his way. Make sure you subscribe while you're there and tell him that Rose sent you. It'll really warm my heart to help him. You would be steamed out, brother. Do you have any cool new projects planned for this year? Well, we're going to be really focused on our food forest, getting all the fruit planted for that or moved from our orchard. That's the other big thing. Getting our fence around the garden. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Carla.
oh.
I was beginning to think we weren't going to have any. Oh, well, we did have one earlier. I'm sorry. Almost missed you again. Much love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know, it's funny because it's like this past month or two that the live chats have picked up so much and the super chats have picked up so much has been our highest income we've ever had on YouTube, and it's all because of you guys, and I really appreciate it, and thank you so much. Really, really love it. So, cool projects. We're getting our bees back. We're gonna have bees again. Oh, what homestead group on Discord are you in? 50 chickens in a hen house? I'd love to know. I haven't really been in Discord either. I keep getting notifications in the groups that I'm in. Discord is a chat service. It was started by gamers, but it's now used by anybody that wants to start a Discord group. It's just like a chat room. Like the old-fashioned Yahoo chat rooms, huh? Basically.
Yeah.
It would be great to support another platform because YouTube getting increasingly wacko. Exactly. People are getting their channels deleted. They're getting their monetization taken away. I mean, that won't happen on Steam. There's a word for it. It's a something platform that means you have freedom to say whatever you want. What is that called? Somebody who's in Steam It. Do you know what I'm trying to think of here? There's a word that people use for Steam It a lot, and I cannot think of it. This is my Hashi's brain. It's in Tahiti right now. Don't have to leave after all. Daughter is going to be dropped off later. Oh, cool. Good. Silver Moon, do you know that answer to that question? Discord has very active homesteader group. Does anyone have any tips on beating winter blues? It has been cold and gray here in Idaho. Angel Terry, tell me if you think of a way to beat that, because I have been having the winter blues like crazy and I'm not liking it.
Oh, I'm
Contentcreators.org. Content creators. Is that the name of the homestead group? Is that what people are saying? Or are they answering somebody else? I'll have to go look up the group. I can send you an invite. Thank you. I would appreciate it. I may already be in it. I just haven't been active in Steam It and Discord. Have you tried raw quail eggs?
Yes, frequently. Anytime I accidentally crack one. Yep. it's easy.
You know what was so funny is today, or yesterday, Liam was helping me with the eggs, and he was moving them, and he dropped one, and it cracked, and he said, "Oh no, it cracked. Someone has to eat it." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I put it up on top where he didn't see. It is a blockchain, but that is a good keyword for Steam. It's a blockchain, but there's another word. It's that not freedom of speech. Ugh.
Progressive.
It's bigger than that. It's anyway. I'll think of it eventually. It is called freedom of speech. Yeah, I mean, they're really big on the freedom of the speech. Rose, the Discord is at contentcreators.org. Okay. Did a live stream. Branscombe did a live stream. I've been diffusing lemongrass for my blues. Oh, I didn't know lemongrass was helpful in that way. I'll have to try that. I was just diffusing On Guard a little while ago just because I'm like worried. When I start to feel yucky, I start to get afraid that I'm going to get sick. Like virus, bacteria sick. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like it's you know that feeling that you get when you're coming down with something but you have no symptoms yet? That's kind of what Hashimoto's feels like. No, not libertarian. Oh, I wish I could think of the word I'm thinking of. Homesteaders Co. of is new and amazing opportunity for you to sell your goods over at Steemit. Oh, the Homestead Co-op. Did that start? I was one of the first people in discussions with that. Oh my goodness. See what I've been missing? They started a co-op. And so what is the lady's name that was starting it? Do you know, Sugar Creek? So she was really, really smart lady, and she wanted to start a co-op, and she had this idea web of connections that could be made where you can use your Steam to purchase things from other people. Anyway, it's wonderful. Ryan, you had said you was going to do something in the garden for Rose. Any updates on that? Was that the greenhouse shelves?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I briefly explained that in the video that's going to go up tomorrow. Briefly.
It's all coming soon.
It's all still coming together in our minds too, I think. Sorry, I was texting my husband. He asked what I was doing earlier on our channel. Oh. No, not blockchain. It's not. It's more of a mindset that I'm thinking of, where everybody's allowed to say and do whatever they want. It's a free society. Oh, what is it? There's a word for it. Okay, I'm being silly. I'm gonna let it go.
I'm tired.
My friend with SAD uses a full spectrum light in her living room. Yes, you know, I have had a couple of people tell me how much that full spectrum light has helped them. I have it on my wish list. I just haven't gotten it yet. So, no, not anarchy. Morgan's trying to be rebellious.
Yes.
All right. So, some wonderful word. It's a good word. It's a healthy, because
we'll figure it out.
Open forum. That's coming close to Lori. I wish I could think of it. Is it laissez-faire? I don't think so. I think it was mostly English. Laissez-faire is French? Latin? Steam is a decentralized, free from censorship. Thank you, decentralized. That's the word I was looking for. Who won? Sarah Downer, you're the winner. What do you want? I'll send you some seeds. Daylight lamp. I need one. Decentralized. We have found it. We've got the word. It's wonderful. Sarah Downer. We owe her something. It is uncensored. It's really uncensored. It's great. Found a rent rabbit in my litter of 9 and was bottle feeding it. Couldn't hold it and phoned video. Oh, is it going to be okay? Yes, there are some posts that are not for children, and they'll be labeled as such. There is no holds bar. And I don't know what those if that means that it has a lot of cussing or if it has, explicit. I don't know because I don't look at those posts. But you can just look at homesteading posts. You can just do a search for homesteading and just look at that. So that works, right?
We're about 10 minutes past an hour.
We've got 75 people watching.
Yeah. I'm tired.
Yeah, people shouldn't allow their children free run on any social media platforms. It's very true. And I think Steam It might be an 18 and over platform. Well, no, because Dalton's in it. Unless he lied about his age.
I don't know. You're losing me on the Steam It talk.
Sorry, guys, that this turned into a Steam It conversation. I hope that some of you have gained some amazing information about Steam It and have piqued your curiosity and you're going to go check it out because it's worth checking out. As many of the people here in the chat have said, they use Steam It. They like Steam It. It is a great community. If you've watched Papa Pepper, Bobblehead Homestead, Blake Kirby, Heidi Rain Country, me, we're all on Steam It. Little Creek Homestead, I might have got you on Steam It too in the beginning, I think. Rose, I have Hashimoto's too. I feel like I'm fighting something too. Then doubling up on elderberry. It's hard. I think it's this time of year too. I think it's doing me in mentally, and which affects everything else too. It starts to make me feel physically ill. just weak and achy, and I don't like it. So yeah. Yay! Sugar Creek Homestead commented on my Steam It. I'm gonna have to open up Steam It after this, Ryan. I think I deleted my eSteam app because I wasn't using it, which means I'll have to go and find my password if I want to use it again.
This is like the most I've heard you talk about Steam It in a
I
very
know.
long time.
It's kind of makes me excited. It's like...
It's been like a year since you've said anything.
That's not true. I've been talking with Papa Pepper and getting cactus from him, and then this prize box, this blessing box that I just did.
I didn't realize that was through Steam It.
It wasn't through Steam It. It was through YouTube.
Oh.
But it was Papa Pepper, and you knew Papa Pepper was Steam It, didn't you?
No.
Come on. Yes, it just needs help. Rabbits only have 8 nipples, so one is left without. Once it is bigger, it will be fine. It just needs help to get strength to push its way to get food on its own. Very good. Very good. I'm glad to hear that. So, do you milk the rabbit to feed the bottle? I'm just kidding. Kitten formula, right? I've raised many small furry creatures in my life as a rescue volunteer. Haven't been there in forever. See, Little Creek Homestead, so you missed it. We had a full discussion about Steam It tonight. What is Ryan's favorite thing to eat from the garden? I know.
What?
You go.
No, you say it. I want to hear what you say.
Don't look. Don't look at the screen.
I have to.
Okay, now you tell us. Except I might have whispered it out loud. Now you can tell me. Come on, you're holding up the chat. Yeah.
My favorite thing to eat from the garden, it varies by season.
Oh, good answer.
So, it depends.
If we had the things growing from the fall that we planted and that didn't make it because it was too hot, which one of those would you be wanting to eat the most right now?
In the fall?
Yeah, so we would still have it through the winter.
Broccoli.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Okay.
What did you say?
Beets.
Beets? Oh, yeah, of course. I love beets.
Yep, I think I will check it out, read about it some, just not sure of how your posts can be downgraded. The pillow is calling Ryan's name. Oh, Sharon, I'm sorry you missed it. We had a lot of discussion about Steam It, a social media platform that many of us are on, that we have just been reminiscing about because we haven't been on it in a while, and I'm really wanting to go do it now. I got some Block 4 comfrey cuttings from Mr. Charles, and it took off finally this week. Super happy. Oh, how did you get them from Mr. Charles? I've tried to get them from him before. Do you live near him? You are so lucky. Kitten milk replace. Milk a rabbit. Hey, you know. Hewitt Homestead, I am so excited to see you back. What has it been? A year? How are you doing? just commented on a video today, and I was like, where did you come from? You've been gone. I thought you were long gone. Glad we talked about Steam It. I do want to learn more about it. Good. Excellent. I think Hewitt Homestead was on Steam It for a little while. Regarding the Walking Dead episode, Season 6, Episode 4 features Tabitha the Goat. Just figured it out. Thank you, Catherine Ward. Can you write that down? Season 6.
6-4. I remember that.
Episode 4, Tabitha. You think I'll know what this means when I look at it later? This is my shorthand.
Yeah, you'll know.
Will I know, guys? Will I know? I'll be cleaning my desk off 5 years from now and be like, what was that? What did that mean? I hand-raised a wild rabbit that was left after a big storm. Kitten milk with extra oil added. Oh, really? I never added extra oil for mine. I have not gone over to Steam It since I left Pennsylvania last spring. Oh my gosh. Like, we all need to go over there now. Like, I think it's time. I think it's time. Why else would we all be talking about this tonight? Why was it such a hit conversation? You know? I think there's something in the meaning here. We have to listen. We have to all go listen. Go to Steam It.
I'm gonna go to
It's
sleep.
subliminal message. Okay. We have comfrey growing wild all over our field. That could be good or bad, depending on if it's the self-seeding one. We're getting little tiny eggs on our young group is starting to lay. Yay! Oh, I'm sorry, Deb. That's sad. Yes, but not enough hours in the day to keep up with Steam It. Well, right. If you're doing Steam It and Facebook and YouTube, it gets to be a lot of stretching yourself out. If you are on Facebook, come join my homesteading YouTubers group, Homesteaders of YouTube. We've just added so much more work to our daily chores. We got a new mini Aussie puppy and 3 pigs. Oh my goodness. Tower Acres Farmstead. Good luck. And congratulations. My son Liam, 9, no joke, the other night asked if you could milk a pig. Well, sure. I started laughing so loud that he was so confused. So we went and watched your video. Oh, that's great. You can milk anything. Isn't that from a movie?
From Meet the Parents.
Haha, you're welcome. I'm a total geek. Just finished the Walking Dead episodes on Netflix. Thought it was so cool. Yay. Well, Walking Dead was filmed right in our backyard. Like, the next town over. I mean, we drive by Walking Dead scenes all the time. There's one in our downtown, a scene area and stuff, so it's really cool. We see the actors. We've met the actors. Who did you meet?
I met Michael Rooker, who played Merle.
Uh-huh.
And we've met Norman Reedus.
Norman Reedus. I got to hug him. Yes, ladies, be jealous. I got to hug Norman Reedus, and he really hugged me. Let's just say that. He was standing right there, but we can tell he really enjoyed the hug. Setting up for Steam It now. Yay, Swampy Acres. That's awesome. All right, so I'm trying to get to the bottom of the comments. You can go to bed if you want, honey. I kind of feel, the fact that so many people haven't been over there lately says a lot about the platform. No, it's got a very active community that is still there. I think that it's YouTubers that tend to fade out because we have such a busy workload on YouTube. And I think that's the problem, is YouTube consumes us more so. Bloggers, on the other hand, are more likely to stay on Steam It. Congrats, Tower. It's better than blogging, and it's less work than YouTube, if that makes sense. So if you're looking for a medium balanced area where you're not draining yourself on everyday videos, then Steam It would be great. YouTube is going to be making changes again. I've heard that, and I'm not looking forward to it. I don't think it's cool. Sorry, I'm trying to get through the comments so that Ryan can go to sleep.
I don't know if it's possible.
Sorry. I'm enjoying myself. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to read through the comments, and Ryan's falling asleep, so... I just saw somebody getting all excited because I hugged Norman Reedus. Yes, like hugged Norman Reedus. Yes. And he said that he loved my garden and that it was the prettiest garden he'd ever seen because I was walking him and touring him through my garden.
It was our garden, and he said, I love your work. Like, both of us. We were both there. Who sent him over your way?
Yes. Ryan walked into him, like literally, like, oh, hi, as he was walking in our garden, and sent him in my direction because he knew I would want to geek out and meet him. He didn't know I was going to hug him.
I did. I planned on it.
Yes, deer can get lice. Deer lice get on goats. I would think so. They can get the ticks, I know. I was reading ticks in my brain when I started to say yes. But I would think so. They are very closely related. Oh. Hey everyone, just stopping by to say hi. I can't wait for spring to come back to the farm in Ohio. Thank you, Sparkle Farm, for stopping in. We are trying to get out of the room here. Ryan's falling asleep. Ah! I have been a fan of Norman's for many years, long before The Walking Dead. Oh, me too. I got caught with my illegal chickens. They are all starting to lay. Anyone in North Dallas, you can have them. Oh no, Lori, I'm sorry.
What makes them illegal? It's not supposed to have.
Yes, they can eat super spicy stuff. Yeah, probably against the town laws or the neighborhood laws. Ryan is turning into a pumpkin. Everybody's finally saying goodnight. You two better not change the rules again, but they probably will right as I meet the requirements. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are saying, is that they are going to change the requirements again for monetization. Unfortunately. Judy, the only thing... Yeah, pigs can have spicy stuff. We put cayenne pepper on our pigs, goats, chickens, feed when we had a pig. Exactly, Monica. Boondock Saints. Yep. Everyone just leave all at once. Poof. Okay. I just got to the bottom. I would think YouTube would make more money if they lowered the requirements. All right. Looks like we got to the bottom. Homeowners Association for Lori. The chickens. Thank you guys so much for a wonderful, fun evening. For those of you that weren't interested in a Steam It conversation, I apologize. For those of you that did enjoy the Steam It conversation, please go check it out if you haven't already. If you have a Steam It account and you just haven't been over there in a while, let's go. Let's all go. Jump over to Steam It. Find some posts. Even if you just go to Papa Pepper and find his most recent post and comment on it. Or find some new homesteading channels to follow on Steam It. And show your support and love. And maybe even write your own article and post it on Steam It and make your own cryptocurrency.
I wrote an article.
He made money. He's still got money sitting in your account. I've got money. I've got like $200 just sitting there that I like can't even, I didn't even know was there. But anyway.
Just like 20 cents or something.
And as TJ says, Spicy White Bear commands you to give a like to this video on your way out if you haven't already. We'd appreciate it. It helps YouTube show our videos to more people in the algorithm. I'm getting tired, I think. All right, y'all. We love you.
Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Peace out.
And let's make sure we press...
You can ask Papa Pepper some questions first. He will totally answer your questions.
The stop button this time.
Oh, yeah. For those of you that were here, not last week, because we weren't here last week, but the week before when we somehow had a glitch and the video didn't stop, please Forgive us for our silliness as we didn't know the video was on. Luckily.
Or did we?
Luckily, we kept it rated G?
I assume so.
Not PG. G. Yeah. Love you guys. Oh, Adkins Family Home said, I'm sorry you're late.
Good night.
And go check out steamit.com. Find Wholesome Roots. Find Papa Pepper. Find Bobblehead Homestead. Find Blake Kirby. Find Heidi Rain Country. And any other YouTube channels that you follow that you find over there. And give them some support over there too, because they actually make money when you like their posts that are less than 7 days old. Keep that in mind. So, thank you for watching. You know the drill. We'll see you next time on Wholesome Roots.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Peace out. No, peace. Peace out.
Why does...
Trust me. Bye. What is it called?
Press stop.
Sorry. Steamit.com. There we go. It didn't use a link, but that's the link. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. I will be creating some really awesome gardening how-to videos this weekend, so be sure to be watching out. It'll probably take me longer to edit those than it does regular vlogs, so be looking out in the next week or two. Good night. Love you.